3 Fords mixed with 3 Toyotas ahead of 4 Chevrolets. 10 green flag laps, $1 million to win it. Carl Edwards gets a little bit of a jump and it's on.
So does Greg Biffle, man, he is right there. Boy, this is where Greg has had a hard time keeping his car on the bottom, but he does it this time.
Kyle Busch hangs tough on the outside, runs good through 1 and 2, and is
got the momentum. Biffle likes that bottom if he can hold it. Can he hold it? No, he's going to have to get out of the gas a little bit. Kyle's going to clear him.
Edwards, Busch, Biffle, and Rudeman, the front 4.
I tell you, that 99 is so stout tonight, though. Man, he can just go where he wants to. He's got a great car coming up off the corner like a rocket.
Third place, here comes Rudy.
Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. It's coming.
David Rudeman has won here at Charlotte before. He's up for third, and Kurt Busch has bounced off the wall at turn 4.
Boy, he did. Boy, look at old David Rudeman. He's looking around there, Michael. He's got a little shot here.
Well, now I got 2 problems. I'm nervous about the race, and I'm nervous about that car and how he's going to do.
Oh, boy.
These guys are so intense right now, Mike. Rudeman to the bottom, Kyle higher line. Biffle starting to look around up top.
And Stewart coming. And Mark Martin's got a bit of damage.
Mark's got a lot of damage to the right front. His right front is all jacked up in the air.
Now watch Kurt Busch into the wall, and below, watch Jimmy Johnson and Mark Martin get together.
Yeah, Jimmy tried to get away from the 22. I think Jimmy thought the 22 would bounce off the wall. He was looking for a little room.
That's hurt both cars.
Look at it, Michael. Look at that lap. Look at that 28.68 on Carl Edwards.
Fastest lap of the night at lap 92
Whoa,
for Edwards and Rudeman and Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart got into the back of Biffle exiting turn 4 there. Got Biffle a little bit sideways. Tony's going to make that pass.
I think I'm not sure that I would have driven up in front of him. That might not have been a good idea.
Biff to the bottom.
Wow, look how hard Biffle drives down into the corner.
Biff's on a mission.
And Mark Martin goes to the garage. 5 laps to go.
You know, when you're sitting there, Carl Edwards pulling away ever so slightly from Kyle Busch, and the most frustrating thing you can have is to be where Kyle Busch is and see $1 million driving away from you.
And all Carl Edwards is thinking about right now is I got to do my job and hit my lines, and please don't any of y'all spin out. I don't need a caution.
Look at that. That's $1 million just right up there, just right up in front of you. Go on up there and get it.
7 times in Sprint Cup racing, Edwards and Busch have finished 1-2.
I think if Kyle Busch was smart, he'd start trying to find another line to run, see if he can pick up a little speed here. He might as well go for broke.
And you know, there's not any side-by-side racing right now. Everybody's sort of strung out, and this is good for Carl. He doesn't want to see any accidents. He doesn't need a caution.
3 more times.
He just needs to run about 4.5 miles and be done with this baby.
4 laps to go. Quickest car on the racetrack is Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch. Tony Stewart right with them in 4th.
Mike, Carl has just been so hooked up all night long. He can run the bottom, and that's really been his big advantage. Right there, he is on that white line, both ends of the racetrack.
In the prior 4 years that this has been a 4-segment race, no one has led at the end of segment 3 and gone to victory lane. Carl Edwards is trying to break that string.
Kyle Busch did exactly what I said he should do. He moved up the racetrack, running a little bit higher line, and he is closing that gap on Carl Edwards in a hurry.
He was 3/10 quicker than Edwards that lap.
He is coming big time. Look at this gap right. Look at it close in 3 and 4.
Lap and a half to go.
Oh, they want it so bad, Darrell. You know that.
White flag.
He's going to catch Carl going into turn 3. Don't know if he can do anything with him or not, but he's going to catch him.
Edwards on the bottom.
Kyle he waited too long to move up. I think if he had moved up sooner, he might have caught Carl and had a shot at him, but it's going to be too little too late.
2 more corners for $1 million. Edwards comes up a groove. Busch close, but not close enough. Carl Edwards wins the Sprint All-Star race and $1 million.
All right, baby. Awesome work. Awesome work, Mr. Ed. It's over, right? It's over. That's it. Checkered flag's out.
When Darrell Waltrip won the first Sprint All-Star
We won
race,
this thing. You guys are unbelievable. Woo!
Darrell won $200,000.
You got to get behind the show car there.
Carl has banked that much tonight in bonus money. He's going to take home $1,203,000.
You know what I like most about that 10-lap segment, Darrell? Carl had it loaded up.
Here he comes.
Oh my gosh!
Oh boy!
He just tore his car all to pieces. He hit this manhole down there. He tore it up.
Sorry about that.
He tore the whole front off of it. He was going to do a Matt Kenseth thing. He didn't know there was a manhole down there.
You can get behind that show car over there on pit road.
I don't think
that's going to happen.
He's going to get behind a record. What he's going to get behind.
That is awesome.
Gosh.
He didn't make one mistake all night long till then.
He just didn't. There's a man cover down there. I think there's a cover down there that he hit.
In your words, dadgum cars tore all to pieces.
Dadgum cars tore all to pieces, Mike.
Here we go, $1 million backflip.
But at least he made it down here. He's got to be sick about his car, though, because I bet they were going to use that thing next week.
They can fix it now.
Carl Edwards becomes the 8th different winner of the Sprint All-Star race in the last 8 years, and he wants to go celebrate with the fans. Oh my goodness.
Here comes the record you spoke of, Darrell.
Remember at the top of the night when we said checkers or wreckers? How about both?
This just really isn't turning out exactly like he had planned. But watch this, Mike. I mean, this was a good idea. He was going to come down through the grass and do a little sliding. But what he didn't realize is somewhere right along in there.
Look at tore the whole front end off.
Well, the car about turned over. That's crazy, man.
Checkers and wreckers for Carl Edwards.
I did an incredible amount of damage to that race car. I wonder what Carl's thinking right along then.
Oops.
Oops.
You know, I bet he's thinking Jack's not going to be happy about this.
Oh man.
That's a shame. I feel sorry for him in that situation.
Look at all the water running out of the radiator. Busted that.
Here he goes. Ooh.
Closed his eyes. You see that?
I bet he said, what in the world just happened?
I messed up the car, guys. Sorry about that.
This part turned out all right. Nice form. Good landing. That's a 10.
Stuck the landing.
His takeoff was terrible, but the landing was pretty good.
Dick
Joe
Berggren's
Gibbs.
with the runner-up.
And the boss, Joe Gibbs, has just shaken your hand, giving you a round of applause. You want to win these things. Golly, you came so close tonight.
We sure did, but you know, we finally finished one too. So this was a good race for us, and can't thank M&M's and Toyota, Interstate Batteries, all the people that stand behind us here at Joe Gibbs Racing, and it made this a fun night for us. You know, we come up a little bit short, but we got beat by a faster car. I mean, best I could have done was something on a restart, and I didn't get a great one there on that final one, but you know, it was I still kept up with him a little bit, but he was just too fast, got away from me, spread the gap too far, and by the time I was trying to run him back down on the top side there, it just took me too long to get back to him, and a few more laps maybe I would have got him, but you know, all you had was 10.
Where did his speed come from? Where was he so good?
just grip. He was just so good through the corner, you know, and being able to, once he got his car turned, he didn't even need to finish turning his car. You know, it would kind of turn, and he would hammer the throttle, and it would just continue to turn and just drive up off the corner. And that's what we look for every week. But it would drive up off straight. You know, it wouldn't be loose. You know, he could just keep the power down and stay committed to it. Where, you know, sometimes, you know, when we try to do that and go too hard on the pedal, it'll kind of start stepping out, and you kind of got to steer too much into it. But our car was really good. You know, it was steady there the last 10 laps, and like I said, just kind of ran out of time. So proud of my guys, though. They gave me a great piece, and something to come out here and finish the race with at least. Take home a second. It's disappointing, sure, but, you know, at least now we know what it takes to win one of these things, and maybe we can get it next year.
Kyle Busch and his crew, a solid performance to finish second tonight.
Oh, very much so, Dick. The fourth runner-up finish for Joe Gibbs Racing in the All-Star race. Carl Edwards joins Mark Martin and Matt Kenseth as drivers who have won the All-Star race for car owner Jack Roush. We'll celebrate with him live on Speed after this.